The good news is the left-wing media is finished in America. It's done. All right, ABC is laying off 200 people. I'll tell you about that later. But it's not coming back. And the reason is because the ideology that they're pushing, CNN, MSNBC, and the networks, it's not acceptable for the majority of Americans. Simply, it's just a numbers game. Okay? So they're done. More importantly, much more importantly, the Democratic Party itself is finished for the short term. It'll come back someday. But now it's done. And that happened on Tuesday night as well. So President Trump, as all presidents do, brought in a number of people to highlight in his speech. Laken Riley, the college student in Georgia, was murdered, her mother and sister. A 13-year-old African-American boy had cancer who wanted to be a law enforcement agent. He was given Secret Service credentials. A young woman who was competing against a trans man who smashed a volleyball against her head and gave her brain damage. All of these people. Okay. The Democrats in the chamber did not applaud for any of them. None of them. And you saw that on your television screen while the Republicans stood up and cheered all of these people on. The Democrats just sat there. You're a 13-year-old cancer victim who gets credentials for the Secret Service. You can't applaud for that? Something seriously wrong in that party. And we all know there is. There's no leadership in the party. There's no guidance in the party. I mean, these are people now who don't want peace negotiations in Ukraine. They don't want that. Don't want any anti-trans sports laws. They're fine with the girl getting smashed in the head. Okay? Don't want deportation of undocumented migrants. Don't want that. All right? And it goes on and on and on and on. They don't want to keep criminals in jail, generally speaking. They are fine with every kind of destructive behavior you can think of. And the majority of Americans, even those who don't follow politics and aren't very ideological, they're going, no, we don't want this. And that Democratic Party has not pivoted at all. And they are done. Finished. So here's what I said last night on News Nation. Go. What happened was Trump hatred. And that's what the headline is of the speech last night. When you are hating someone, you lose all perspective. You lose all feeling. You're consumed. And I wrote a book that's going to be out in September called Confronting Evil. And these people who did all these terrible things, they all had one thing in common. They hated. They were just haters across the board. That's what you saw in that chamber last night. You saw it from Green. I thought Al Green was the guy who was saying, love can keep us together, or what, that great soul song. And all of a sudden, this guy from Texas looked like he should be starring in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's up there, he's flailing around. And I'm going, wait, you think you're helping your party? Do you think anybody at home watching this likes this in the House of Representatives? But he couldn't help it because he hates Trump so much. And that's across the board in the Democratic Party. So Donald Trump has destroyed temporarily the Democratic Party passively because they hate him so much. Overreach. One more thing about our analysis. We said that Stephen Miller might have written a Trump speech. And the Trump people got to me today and said, Ross Worthington, I don't know him, Tony Dolan and Vince Haley, three of them put together that speech. They all work, obviously, for Donald Trump. So I wanted to mention that. And that's the memo. President Trump is trying to fix the economy, but some believe the damage is already done. As the dollar value drops, China's power and gold keep going up. I called American Hartford Gold to diversify with physical precious metals, and you might consider that as well. They will help you secure your savings with physical gold and silver delivered right to your door, or you can set up a tax advantage gold IRA. Plus, it's tax and penalty free to roll over your current 401k or IRA. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of 5-star ratings, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, they are the only precious metals dealer I trust. So please call or text American Hartford Gold. Tell them O'Reilly sent you, and you might get $15,000 of free silver on a qualifying order. Call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.